All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. It's a little late. I apologize that we're coming in at 6:14. There's a little business we had to conduct in closed session, but we are also glad you're here. And at this time, I'm going to call the meeting to order. And at the approximate 8:30 p.m., the Board of Education will determine which of the remaining agenda items can be considered and acted upon prior to 9 p.m. and may continue all other items on which additional time is required until future meetings. All meetings are scheduled to end no later than 9 p.m. At this time, I'm going to ask my little Kylie if she'll join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Students, if you'll just stand, but you don't have to recite it, just say it low, slowly, low, so it won't be all these voices coming at people that are watching the meeting. All right, so Kylie, whenever you're ready.
Yes. Put your hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. So nice to have you guys back. I love seeing the students. They're back. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I have to do a little bit of business, and then we'll be right back. All right. As authorized by Governor Newsom's Executive Order N-2920, dated March 17, 2020, the Albert Unified School District will conduct all meetings of the governing board via teleconference until further notice. The meeting will be live streamed via YouTube channel. Pursuant to Executive Order N-2920, the governing board will take public comment. All public comments were to be submitted in writing in advance of this meeting to superintendent at albertschools.org no later than 9 a.m. on June 11, 2020. During the governing board's meeting, written public comments received in a timely manner will be read to the governing board. Pursuant to Board Policy 9323, public comment period will be limited to 20 minutes speaking. Duplicate public comments will not be read during the meeting. However, all written public comments will be provided to the Board of Education in advance of the meeting. At this time, I'm going to ask Dr. Muzzarino, do we have any public comments to be read to the board?
We do, Madam President.
Okay, thank you very much.
May I?
Yes, you may.
Okay, this is from Mr. Andrew Hutton, and it was dated 6/9 at 3:04 p.m. My name is Andrew Hutton. I have two children that attend Hillcrest High School and have lived within the Albert USD boundary their entire lives. I'd like to address you on the topic of high school sports in our district. More specifically, the urgent need for information as to the plan for fall sports for the upcoming academic year. My son is a three-sport athlete at Hillcrest and is being recruited by several Division I colleges to play football after his graduation in June. At the same time, he has been recruited by several high-profile high schools to transfer out of state for senior season due to the uncertainty of California's approach regarding fall sports. His loyalty is to Hillcrest. He had the same opportunity at the beginning of his junior season, but chose to stay. What is different this time is the uncertainty and lack of information as to a plan for even if there will be football this season in Alborn. I was hoping for some guidance and reassurances from the state in their guidelines and was disappointed to learn they have shifted this responsibility entirely to each school district. Fall college level senior athletes are being placed in a very difficult position of wagering their entire high school career and collegiate academic and athletic choices to a seeming last minute, day by day decision-making process with no input and little thought as to the impact on individual student athletes. The decision this district makes will impact each of these student athletes for the rest of their lives. It is one that deserves full disclosure as soon as possible as to what the plan is and what those impacts will be so the senior athletes can play accordingly. Thank you for your time and responses to my concerns. That concludes public comment, Madam President.
Thank you very much, Dr. Muzzarino. And with that, we're going to go into our student representatives. So instead of telling us what you guys have been doing at school, how have you guys been doing? We're going to go one at a time. Just give us a little update about how you guys are doing. We've missed you. We love you. I hope you guys have seen some of our broadcasts and things like that. But we're first going to go to Erin. And Erin from Albert, tell us how you're doing and tell us what you've been up to.
So, I graduated.
Woohoo!
All right.
I recently started working out again, because I got to get back into that. And honestly, I've been looking for a job because, I want to, have a little bit of money in my pocket,
Right.
So, I gotta start applying myself to actually go get up there and find an application.
Well, I'm sure you have a big support there with Craig and with Katie. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help you with all of that.
I hope so.
Oh, I think so.
I'm pretty sure they
They're big
will.
fans of yours. Big fans. I love it. Well, we are so excited to have you here tonight. Thank you for taking the time to be with us this evening. And in a couple minutes, we're going to be coming right back to you, okay?
Okay.
All right. And now we'll hear from Miss Amber from Albert High School. I think you're on mute, sweetheart. There we go.
We're still not hearing you.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You're not muted, Amber, but we're still not hearing you for some reason. Is your computer possibly muted? Okay, we're gonna have to get back to Amber.
Okay, we'll get back to Amber. And then we'll go to Miss Kylie from Hillcrest High School.
I've been good. Our drive-through graduation was really good. It was a big success, I think. Yeah. And I got a job at Chick-fil-A.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
I love it.
We got really good. Yeah, and I've enjoyed going to do the stadium lights on Friday nights with my dad too.
Oh,
So that was really nice.
that's nice. That was a wonderful tribute to your fellow students. And the last night, I just sat there and I think I texted you, David. I just sat there and cried. They did this beautiful tribute and lights, and I'm just like, oh, forget it. I'm done. I just sat there. So that was wonderful. Have you heard anything from BYU?
I think they said they're deciding about school in July.
In July. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to keep only the best thoughts for you, sweetheart.
Thanks.
I know you want to go out there and start this big, take this world by storm. I know you want to do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we're going to go to Livney from Norta Vista High School.
Hi, I've been good so far. A couple of updates. I painted my room again.
Woohoo! Good for you.
Started. I decided to end up accepted to Cal State Fullerton instead.
Yay! That's wonderful. Good for you.
And tomorrow I actually have an interview for a Target. So,
Well, there you go. That's wonderful. That's very exciting. Very exciting. Good. So let's see. Okay, the audio is on. Okay. Let's try again.
Well, let me see here. I've been chatting with
Oh, okay.
Amber. Big Rob, do we have it going there? I'm assuming he's Big Rob. It says it there, and he looks like he's. It looks like he's a Big Rob.
Hi, Marianne.
Rob, can you hear me, Big Rob?
He's trying. Hi.
Okay, well, keep working on it and let us know when we're ready for Amber.
Okay, well, I'm going to go on with the little presentation real quickly. So we, on behalf of the Board of Education, to our wonderful student representatives, we are wanting to present you with this wonderful pin. Aaron, actually, I think I have yours here with me.
Mhm.
And And what we would like to do is we just really wanted to thank you for all your dedication and coming and spending your time with us on Thursday nights, at least once a month, and sharing you had such high school spirit, and we loved hearing about all the things going on in your high schools. And we really did miss that we didn't get to do them all the way through the year, but things happen, and you guys are resilient, and you're beautiful, but we want you to have these, and please keep these with you all the time. And please remember that the five of us, and Alan, and the cabinet, really do appreciate you guys coming and taking the time to spend with the Board of Education. So thank you again. Normally we would go out and we would present these to you. These will be, they're going to be sent to your school, and then your principal will call you when to come and pick them up. I have David's, and so we're going to be bringing you just straight to your house since you live right across around the corner from me. So, but as far as everybody else, you'll be getting a phone call. You'll get a phone call from Craig to come pick this up. But again, the other board members might have something they want to say to all of you as well. But on behalf of the board, for me, thank you so very much, and we appreciate everything you've done. And we're a part of our board meetings. You guys really did bring a lot of happiness to our boardroom. So thank you so much. So any other any board members that would like to speak?
Oh, yes. Sorry to any of my fellow board members. I do apologize. I just sincerely want to thank each and every one of you, the young men and women that came to the very first board meeting. They were shy. They were a little nervous, thinking, what have we gotten ourselves into? The moment that each one of you stepped up to the podium and spoke about how passionate you are about your schools and what's going on, all that anticipation and anxiety completely left you, and you became these amazing, articulate young men and women who blew us away every board meeting, another opportunity to just knock our socks off. So I have every confidence that you all, each and every one of you, are going to go out there and leave your mark on this world. And I cannot wait to see all the wonderful things that the future has in store for each and every one of you. Please stay in touch. You mean the world to us. And we don't just say that, we really mean that. And as we did, you and Dr. Musarina was so wonderful about sending us photographs and video about each and every graduation ceremony. And then our Mayor Rusty Bailey, so kind to make sure that it also was broadcast and shared with all of the people in Riverside. We got to hear all of your remarks, some of you who were able to speak. And again, you are just truly remarkable young men and women, and I am honored that I was able to be in your presence each and every single board meeting. Continue to just take the world by storm. God bless each and every one of you. And like I said, keep in touch. Outward strong forever.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody else from the Board of Education?
I would just like to just say thank you so much. As Julie mentioned, I remember that first fall board meeting when we were introduced to all of you, and we came such a long way and developed so great soft skills through the process. I just want to thank you for that leadership. You took the time out of your schedule to participate in the extracurricular. You've dedicated time for us, for your community, and look how much you've grown. This is a leadership position not everybody qualifies for or took the opportunity to. So I commend you, and I'm glad to hear you're off to brighter things after this school year. So thank you again.
Okay,
Yeah, I just wanted to say, piggybacking on what Julie and Donna said, you guys have come a long way. So proud of you. And I know during this time, it's like, now I have to start over. High school's over. This is the real world. And it's hard to prepare for the unknown. But hearing that all your plans are already after high school, I'm like, oh no, y'all got this. You really do know. And I'm not worried about y'all. I know y'all can do it. You've come along so far already, and what you've learned here, you're going to take that into the future. So I'm so happy to hear it from everybody.
Yeah. Okay, Robert?
I'll share a couple of words. What Julie kind of touched on this, but as a school board for the students, when we heard you listen, we listened to you early in the year to the end of the year, and how your confidence has just grew. And I personally look forward to every month that you were there. You brought the student perspective to us. We get involved with a lot of different things going on in our school district, and talk to administration and principals and staff, but to hear from the students what's going on, and some of you are really involved with the sports side of it, some were involved in the academic side of it, some were getting ready for their poetry, history, or future. It was really interesting and fun for me to see and to appreciate the time that you put into it to do that. So thank you very much. I truly enjoyed each one of you.
And now we're going to go back to Miss Amber in Albert High School. Hello, Amber.
Hi.
There we go. Yay!
Okay, good.
Oh, we're so
Amber,
excited.
catch us up with what's happening in your life.
Well, I'm still in high school. I didn't graduate yet, but I still have half the credits left, and I'm going to graduate next year. Which I'm excited about.
Good, good girl.
You got it.
Looking on to get up and saving money for my future. And yeah,
Good for you. That's wonderful.
I miss school though.
Do you miss? Aw, and school misses you. Everybody misses you too, Amber. Everybody.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. It's nice to see all you guys.
Oh, it's nice to see you. And
Nice
Amber,
to
did you
see you,
did you
too.
hear about the pin, Amber, that Seth is going to be at the school for you? So this is
I think
just something we want to give to you for you can keep and remember the wonderful time that you had at being a board representative for your school, and how much we really truly appreciate your time and your dedication coming to us and sharing with us all your school activities and your school spirit. So this will be at your school, and your principal will call you to come and pick it up.
thank you. I really appreciate this opportunity to get to come and speak with you guys about my school.
Well, thank you. It was our pleasure to have you there, Amber. You're a remarkable young woman. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. So students, again, do not forget about us. Remember, we're not going anywhere. We're still at KPC in that big, big room, hopefully sometime soon. So please come back and visit. We'd love to hear from you. We really mean that too. And we love when the students come back and talk to us and tell us how they're doing. But until then, enjoy your summer, and we just wish you the very best in all that you do going forward. And remember, we're always here to support you. If you need anything from us, please contact us, because you are very, very special students in all of our hearts. All right, with that, I'm going to go on with the board meeting. You're welcome to stay, or you can go. I've done all that before.
You guys.
Thank
for
you.
lighting up the boardroom all year. You're
Yes,
awesome.
thank you very much. We love you. We love you. all.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Don't forget to get your pin set.
Be safe. Be healthy.
Yes, be safe.
Stay healthy.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye, Amber. Thanks,
Thank you.
Widow. Okay, Madam President.
All right, we're gonna
We're
go
ready.
on with the-
Yeah, we are. We're ready to
okay,
move on.
we're gonna go on. All right, and right now, guess where we're on? We're on board comments. So it's board comments, and I'm gonna start with Joanna.
Hi there, everyone. The world, right? It has been an honor to serve this board this school year. I was a clerk half the year. I just want to say it has come to an end this year, and it's just wonderful hearing from our students and being part of, through digital, through social media, and just through an online platform. Seeing all those graduations have been wonderful. So I thank everybody for sharing the wonderful pictures. It's that I've been hearing from a lot of parents too in the community saying that they actually enjoyed the closeness of the graduations. They said that they actually enjoyed the fact that they were a little closer to their children, the stage, they were closer to the stage. They actually got through the process, some of them quicker than if it would have been a traditional graduation. So I like that positive feedback from our community and our parents. So hooray for that. I also want to let my community know I'm really grateful for everybody that I serve with. As my year as a high school conference concludes, also this week, I want to say people are working really hard from home. Educators, I'm sure parents know as well how much educators work from now having their children at home and having to teach them and having them 24/7. We work really hard from home as educators. So I want to thank the board, the cabinet, everybody that makes our board meetings come alive. Put them together. There's a lot of work that gets put behind it, and definitely Dr. Mascherino. He's kept us informed. He's been a superintendent that has really informed us. I feel throughout this changing process, by day things are changing. So I'm really thankful. So that's my message for this board meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Dorado. And we'll go to Ms. Vega.
Hello, sorry.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, I don't know if you can see.
Ah.
I'm gonna be playing really short. I just wanted to say to everyone, have a happy summer. Enjoy your summer. Things are slowly opening up, so hopefully there are going to be some things to do. I also wanted to say that I was really happy with the graduations as well. I also heard that positive feedback from everybody. And then I don't know if I mentioned this right, but I work at City Hall, so there's still a lot going on there. So schools are closed, but I'm still going to be at the city. So if there's any other issues that people have concerns with, they're feel free to reach out as well there. But yeah, that's all for me.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Mr. Swan. You're muted. You're muted, Robert.
I hope we didn't miss the joke.
There we go.
I have to
No,
say it again.
come on.
But it was touched on already a little bit by Julie and Lizette. Positive feedback about the graduation for the students and how much it was appreciated that what went into those, and feedback from the parents and the students who really liked those, the way it was done. And a side thing that we kind of developed out of it from the staff and the cabinet was the yard signs. That seems to be a big thing that they really liked as well, and complimented and thanked the district for doing that for their students. So that's some positive feedback. The other part is we touched on the communication. It's the communication, Alan, that you're sending out isn't just hitting our district. It's hitting into the community, and people are, I don't see who's responding, so I don't really know for sure. But people are coming to me and saying, well, I read this on your website, or this was put up by your superintendent. And so the people that I'm working with in the business community are actually looking at it and reading it and getting some information about Alvord and what's going on. So thanks for outreaching that way and helping them. The other part, just a thank you to the teachers and the classified employees, because we're dealing with the uncertainty at times, but it's uncertainty in time for them as well. And it's stressful when not knowing how you're going to be teaching, or if you're going to be teaching, or what's going to be changing, or how it's going to be changing. And then you juggle that with your family life and your friends and your community. It's a tough one that our employees are going through. And I hear that when I'm talking to some people about, we just want to know what's going to be happening. I can't give them answers. We don't really know, just kind of give ideas. But a great job, though, as far as the district, the representation that all of you are doing is very much appreciated. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Swan. And Ms. Marino.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. It has been a roller coaster of a school year, hasn't it? And through it all, I have been blessed to just witness the most beautiful parts of humanity. And I know that as a country, we are dealing with some true hurt, and I don't want to go without recognizing that acts of racism and discrimination and hate go against everything that I believe in and that we believe in as a district. And I know that hearing from our students this evening gives me such hope in knowing that change is possible, because these kids have proven again and again their resiliency, and we need that more than anything to continue to listen and learn and commit ourselves to building more inclusive culture and communities here in Alvord, not just because they're where we work, but because they're where we live. And we want our future generations and children to be able to feel that love regardless of where or who and how they are in our communities. I would like to definitely thank Dr. Kemp, Dr. Mussolino, and the union for putting together and putting out a survey in the reopening of our schools and how we want to have our community voice as well as our staff's voice, because we respect all of the work that's happening and has continued to happen despite a pandemic and despite so much uncertainty in this world. So, Mr. Schwant, you touched on the hard work, and so did Dr. Dorado, of what our staff has been doing. And I cannot applaud you enough. And to share my heartfelt gratitude, it just doesn't seem enough. Those words just do not seem to be enough for all that you guys have managed to do in such an uncertain time. But I would love to encourage every community member, all of our parents, our students, our staff, please take advantage of this survey. Let your voice be heard, because that is how true change happens, right? We speak up and we say, hey, we have an opinion and it counts. So I want to thank all of those who are involved in giving our community the opportunity to have a voice. It's so important, especially in this day and age. I do believe that the graduations were wonderful. Not what we had expected, not one of us, but again, a tribute to the hard work that goes behind the scenes, and another benefit of how much we love our students and our families, that our staff said, no way, we got to do something. And they managed to pull it off. And parents were excited. Families said, I didn't have to listen to a bunch of things, and I didn't have to sit in the hot sun. I loved it. So now I'm kind of worried. Wait, we are going back to real graduation, right? Despite how great these ones were. So again, I just cannot express how humbled I am in the presence of such greatness. Our staff, our students, our community, it's a true blessing. And I do believe that together, the best is yet to come. So I leave you guys with that.
Thank you, Miss Marino. I should have put you first. Always. I should not have followed you.
I'm sorry. I know I talk a lot. I apologize.
My goodness. No. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. No, it's wonderful. And so I really, when it always comes to me, or like one of the very last, everything's been said, but I do want to say that I do want to echo the graduations. The graduations have been amazing, and a lot of people have said to me, maybe graduations are going to look a little differently next year. And I'm like, no, we're going to go back to traditional, hopefully. But they did. They liked the personal touch. They're able to see them and things like that. So, and then again, everybody has stepped up in our organization. And we talked about this a little bit in closed session about it's been a tough 3 months. And I just commend everybody how hard you've worked. You guys, it never turns off, and I know that. It's for all of us and for the cabinet and Dr. Musarino. It just never turns off. It's a constant, because we want only the best for our students, and we want to make sure that we do it right. When we open up the schools, we want to make sure that we can keep kids safe, and we can educate them, and we can keep our teachers and our staff safe. So this is a big endeavor that we're looking at, and we're taking it very seriously, and it's the top priority of all the board members, the cabinet, Dr. Musarino. So please, anybody that is listening to us tonight or is listening later on, just please know that we value your input. We do want to hear your voice. I think on my social media, I did print or I did post the survey because I do want to hear from you. I do want to hear what's important to you and what you think next year should look like. So, and then also there's two people in our organization that always get overlooked. Well, maybe not always, but they've been getting overlooked. And I could not have been doing what I'm doing as the president without these two ladies. And I want to thank Annabelle, who is Alan's assistant, but I want to thank you, Annabelle, for everything that you've been doing and assisting me and assisting Alan in this time, this very difficult time. And then also Myra, my right arm right now. Myra Myra and I have been running back and forth to each other because I don't get out of the house very often. I'm still one of these people that stay put, but Myra and I have been, running things back and forth to the district office. I'm just hanging them out the window, so with my mask on and things like that. So Myra, I just appreciate everything you're doing, and I know how hard you're working, and you're constantly on the phone with me, constantly texting me. So I appreciate everything you're doing along with everybody else, because I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and this summer, or this last, I keep saying summer because we've been a break, but this time off has been very interesting. And so I just humbled is exactly the right word to use, Julie. I am humbled for our community, for our board members, for our staff, and Alan and Sherry and Kevin and Dusty and Bob, and both our associations, Lee and Soso. We certainly have had to work together to get this going, and we have a very long road to go. So I look forward to it, and I know that, like Julie said, the best is definitely yet to come. So with that, I'm going to turn the remarks over to Dr. Muzzarino.
Well, thank you, Board of Education, and as always, heartfelt. You all speak from your hearts, but with very strong minds. So you're in the right positions, first of all. So thank you for those comments, and I too want to say thank you to Myra and Annabelle. I know we have one more board meeting in June still, but this is kind of our closeout meeting. We say goodbye to the students as well. So again, Annabelle and Myra, thank you for your support. Mario, of course, Cabinet, all the wonderful things that the board referenced, from graduation to just closing out the school under these circumstances, was all because of our staff. When it came time to getting laptops out, Sherry and her team, technology, got on it, got it done. When it came to getting materials to our students and their families, particularly those who did not have access or did not have the ability to access it, our principals and staff were out there handing out materials. When it came to collecting materials, our staff, again, putting themselves out there, and of course, our child nutrition team for being on the front lines this entire time. But it took a lot of people from the central office that made it all happen. Graduation, as an example, it was just a matter of the board making that decision, and we were going to move forward, and we were the first in Riverside to do that. And then it was really a matter of Sherry then assembling the ADs and principals, and it was done. And they did an incredible job doing it. And there was nothing but enthusiasm and excitement for doing it as well. There wasn't a reluctant soul out there. But speaking of souls, I think there's been damage to our souls as a society with what we've seen. Trustee Marino referenced it, as all of you did in one way or another. The stain on our society, the pain that so many of our families, our neighbors, are feeling, feelings that perhaps I can't necessarily feel because I can't walk in their shoes. But the board came out strong in condemnation of what is a true racial injustice. We saw it with COVID exposing inequities. and we did something about it. We're going to continue to do something about it as we move forward. The message that was read tonight, the public comment regarding athletics, is just like with school. Yes, we are ready to get rolling. And when August 10th comes, not knowing exactly what it's going to look like yet, but there will be school. And as we continue to learn more, as we continue to get more guidance, our task force, which is assembled and has been and is continuing to work on planning for next school year with our employee associations, we're excited about getting our kids back. We're excited about helping our families get back to work. Today I was on a task force with the city. We meet regularly with a bunch of leaders in the community and share what's happened in our respective worlds for each other. And, you could now go to the Mission Inn and have dinner again. So it's starting to reopen. We, of course, have that greater responsibility of having children to also be mindful of. So parents, continue to stay with us. I'm sending out this correspondence every Sunday. I will continue to, and I appreciate the fact that you're still reading it because it's still getting visited by about the same number of people as during the school year. So we will continue to communicate with our families, and we will move as fast as we can, but being mindful, of course, that there's a lot that has to be taken into consideration when we make this decision. But rest assured that we will do everything in our power to make school as normal as possible. And as things continue to unfold over the course of the semester, we will adjust accordingly. So stay tuned for our updates. Continue to contact all of us here. I get a lot of emails from families, and that really helps me to understand and also to populate our FAQ. So again, thank you to everyone for everything you all have done to make an absolutely odd year. At least we got through it. And when I talk about that, damaged souls, there's also some broken hearts because our seniors, of course, all around the world, did not get the opportunity to participate in what all the rest of us did. And I know we will always have a broken heart when it comes to that as well. So anyway, thank you to everyone for all of the support. We will continue to work together, and if we stay together, we will look back a year from now and hopefully talk about all the good things that came out of this, because there will be good things. We're going to insist upon finding silver linings. With that, Madam President, I will turn it back over to you.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Muzzarino. With that, we're going to go to the consent agenda. Your superintendent recommends approval for the consent agenda items 9A1 through 9E2. All items listed under the consent agenda are considered by the board to be routine and will be enacted upon by the board in one motion. There will be no discussion of these items prior to the time the board votes on the motion unless members of the board request specific items to be discussed and or removed from the consent. So at this time, do I have a motion for the consent?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Oh, thank you, Julie. All right, are there any questions with the consent agenda? Okay, with no question. Hello, Rob. Okay, with that, I'm going to move for a vote. So Marino,
Aye.
Mr. Swan,
Aye.
Vega,
Aye.
Dr. Dorado,
Aye.
and Wilson, aye. All right. At this time, we're going to go to Dr. Dorado, and she'll be reading out with actions taken in closed session. Thank you, Dr. Dorado.
Thank you, President Wilson. Okay, so it is my pleasure to announce that we did do, today was a big there was a lot of action that took place behind closed session today. But I will start off with good news. So the Alvord Unified School District Board of Education is pleased to announce that during closed session, we took action to appoint Brad Lyle to the position of high school assistant principal. So Brad Lyle is joining us here during our Google Hangout. So I want to say that this contract is going to be effective date of July 1st, 2020. The salary placement will be determined at a later date. The salary will be adjusted to reflect the salary adjustment equal to other managers during the term of this agreement. Salaries shall be assigned to the management salary schedule pursuant to board policy. We had a motion from Mr. Schwant, and it was seconded by Ms. Vega. The vote was 5 ayes. Yay, thank you. Okay. Also, during closed session, we took action in a closed session for a liability claim number 19-20-800. This was to approve as recommended. The motion was by Mr. Schwarm, and it was seconded by Mrs. Wilson. The vote was 5 ayes. Okay, so let me get my papers together here, because every end of the semester we are tasked with long recommendations on expulsion cases. So here we go. So my first recommendation was to readmit 20 cases. The motion was made by Ms. Wilson. It was seconded by Ms. Vega, and the votes were 5 ayes as recommended for the following expulsion cases: 2019-18-21, -23, -29, -71, -75, and expulsion cases 20-18, -19, -19, -20, 25, -26, 67, 68, 70, 84, 87, 90, 96, 106, 108, 119, and 20-19, -20, -22, 23, and 36. Okay. The board also took action to reinstate the following expulsion cases. So for that, those expulsion cases is 2018-19-92, 101, 105, 109, 117, 20-19-20-10, and 13. The motion was made by President Wilson. It was seconded by Vice President Vega, and the votes were 5 as recommended. Thirdly, the Board of Education took action for the recommendation to enforce the following expulsion cases. For 2018-19-112, 114, 115, 118, 120, and 2019-20-9 and 11. So the motion for that was President Wilson. It was seconded by Vice President Vega, and the votes were as recommended 5-0. Lastly, this is a big one, everyone. So these are 85 cases to recommend to deny these expulsion cases. The motion was made by President Wilson. It was seconded by Vega, as recommended 5-0 for the following expulsion cases: 2015-16-61, 2016-17-OD1, 1, 11, 14, 17, 21, 39, 42, 55, 2017-18-OD1, NOD2 9, 12, 27, 31, 46, 52, 54, 58, 60, 61, 70, 74, 77, 80, 81, 20, 18-19, OD3 and OD5, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 27, 32, 33, 34, 37, 38, 40, 43, 44, 45, 51, 55, 59, 60, 61, 64, 69, 72, 73, 74, 79, 82, 83, 86, 88, 89, 91, 93, 98, 99, 104, 107, 110, 111, 116, 121, 124, 2019-20-OD1, OD2, OD5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 20, 21, 25, 26, 28, 32, and 35. And that concludes the motions that took place behind closed session for the Alvord Unified School Board. Thank you.
You're muted, Caroline.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Dr. Dorado. Thank you, Robert. Okay, so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Muzzarino to welcome Brad. And there's Tanya and Robert Schwanson as well. There they are, those happy faces. I love it. And there you go, Doctor. And there's Israel. Hello, welcome. Look at that team. What a beautiful team that is. Wow, I love that. There you go, Bob. Exactly. I like it. All right, I'll turn it over now. Sorry, Dr. Muzzarino.
No, it's good. Thank you, Madam President. So, Brad, first of all, welcome. We're going to read a little bit about you so that everybody gets a chance to get to know you. Your team is here. Your fellow administrators. You have Israel is here today, Mr. Villa. You have Robert Schwann Jr., not to be confused with Robert Schwann Sr., and then Tanya Cabeza, who also joined us recently. So nice to have the whole team here. I think that's absolutely wonderful. Brad is coming to us from a place I know well because I used to be the principal there at that school, the Paz Intermediate School. So wonderful place. Absolutely wonderful school, an incredibly diverse school that's had some great success. And I was happy to hear that you have a history there, Brad, as well. So let me read a little bit about Brad, who is the new assistant principal at La Sierra High School. Brad has been an educator for 18 years. He comes to us from the Saddleback Valley Unified School District most recently. He's a graduate of the University of Cincinnati. That would make you a Bearcat, correct? Math degree, and also a degree in teaching mathematics. So we have that in common as well. And he started his career teaching mathematics in Ohio. Then moved to Colorado, spent some time in Colorado Springs, also a math teacher and a math interventionist, and really did quite a bit of work with mathematics. And I'm going to show you something here because I took the liberty of learning a little bit more about. Could everyone see that screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there you see Brad up there with Jeremy Kozolak as co-authors of the Revitalized Tutoring Center, a guide to transforming school culture. So that's wonderful. And it certainly is exciting. Brad, you clearly have established yourself. So that's wonderful. We're really excited about what you bring into the plate in that capacity as well. The La Sierra team is an incredibly strong instructional team. In addition, Brad also has a master's in curriculum and instruction. When he moved to California, he became an academic coach as well. And that was all at the high school level. So most of his experience is high school, but for Saddleback. I think tonight he is joined by his wife, Inca. Hope I said that right. And his youngest son, Connor. And he also has a son, Gabriel, who currently serves in the United States Army. And wonderful, and God bless him. Brad eternally is grateful for his family, who has been so supportive every step of his career, as well as to the Albert Board of Education for this opportunity to join the Albert family. And there's Inca and Connor. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Albert family. Brad, introduce us to your family.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
It's good to meet everyone.
Very nice to meet you.
Meantime, as you mentioned, this is my lovely wife, Inca, who supports me every step of the way. I don't know why or how she does it.
Aww.
And my son, Connor, who similarly, puts up with both of us being quarantined for so long. Just looking at our lovely faces, I think is punishment enough. But I'm just super, super thankful for my family, but I'm also thankful that you guys provide this opportunity for me to be part of your team. I'm super excited. I've heard nothing but great things, and I can't wait to get started.
Terrific. Well, welcome. Welcome. Very exciting to have you here. We've heard nothing but great things about you as well. We can't wait to meet you in person and your lovely family. That'll be wonderful too, because it takes us all, so it's all the family. And look, we have Robbie and Robert. So yes, so we love family, and that's what Albert is. It's a family. So we welcome you, and we are so excited for you to be a part of us, and and I'm excited that the entire La Sierra team is here, because that in itself speaks volumes to something that we have not seen in a long time at that school. So my heart is bursting right now for all of you, because I know it's a difficult time. We've moved you guys around, but this is the team that's going to take La Sierra to the next step, and we need that. And I can see it. You guys just look it, and I'm so excited. And Bobby Schwan, I know you got it. I can see it. You and Tanya, you're gonna just rock the world, and Brad, it's gonna be great. And Israel, I can't wait to finally come back to La Sierra and see all of you in action, because it's going to be the La Sierra that my daughter graduated from, that that all of our children graduated from. I know it. I 100% agree with that, and I'm looking forward to seeing that again. And right here and right now, on behalf of the Board of Education, we support all of you. We will be there for you every step of the way. We were not going to send you out there to do this on your own. The board supports you, and we will do anything you need to make sure it's a successful place to be, and bring it back to its glory days. We need La Sierra High School back to its glory days, and this is the team to do it. And we're so thrilled that each one of you have accepted the position to do that with us. So I'm very, very excited. And I just can't say enough. I know Julie's ready to jump in, so I'm going to let Julie jump in. But I'm going to limit her. Julie, short. Go, sweetheart.
I just feel very blessed that I'm even getting this time. So I wasn't expecting that. I really thought, gosh, I'm going to have to stay muted. But I don't want to take up too much of my time, because she means it, because she says she times me. But I definitely welcome all of you. I think that it's going to be a wonderful time for La Sierra. You have an amazing staff at La Sierra. I just cannot talk any more highly about the staff that you all have. They're amazing, amazing educators, paraprofessionals, and classified staff. You have the best of the best there. Your students are absolutely amazing and eager to learn and eager to please. I just really believe that an opportunity has presented itself, and I know that with this amazing leadership team, as well as the amazing staff and students of La Sierra High School, sky's the limit. And I, again, am just humbled to be a part of it. La Sierra is a home away from home for not only myself and my children, my husband as a graduate, but as well for our community that I hate to tell you guys, I live right next door. Sorry.
That's a warning. That's a warning.
But I hope that it's a warning to know that you all are supported. And again, you are inheriting an amazing staff of very hardworking people who love children. And the children, just wait till you see and meet your kids. And you're going to want to come to work every single day with your cheeks are going to be sore from smiling because they truly are the best of the best. And I look forward for you guys to build relationships with other principals, to our other schools, because Alvord is a family. And again, it's the most amazing family in my opinion. And I know that all of you will see that. If you aren't here already, you'll know that. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I know I went over. Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. Robert, I think you might want to say something.
Just a couple of words. First, as I'm looking at the screen here, I see 4 new administrators going over to La Sierra. That is really great. You guys are going to make a strong team. Israel, how you doing?
I'm great.
Okay, so I don't want to hear your voice again. Israel's always the one that asks me for a joke.
Oh no, Israel, don't. No, don't do it.
I'll wait till later on, Israel, see if we have a chance to do it later on. But
No.
welcome to all of you, and it's going to be our job to help support you and what you're going to get accomplished at La Sierra High School. So don't be shy about asking. We'll do the best we can. Brad, it's a family affair, so whatever you're going through, whatever you're going to be doing, the whole family is going to be part of that. So thank you. I understand you're living in Norco. That's a good place.
It is a good place.
So, Tanya, congratulations for your new team and being at La Sierra.
I'm thrilled.
Carolyn?
I'm so thrilled. Thank you, Robert. You're fabulous. You're fabulous. Anything else? Any other comments for our fabulous, wonderful, incredible, stellar team at La Sierra? And I mean that. I'm so excited you're all here. It's just so exciting that you all came to support Brad's announcement. I mean, what is that? That speaks volumes. I'm so excited. I'm actually excited to go to La Sierra again. Yay!
Hey, it's always been the best school ever. We have the best schools, period.
Yes,
Hands
we do.
down, any district, all of our schools are amazing.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Cool. No, just kidding.
All right. Is there anything else that anybody else would like to share with our La Sierra staff? Okay. With
I
that,
can take the minutes.
no, go away, Julie. I love you. I love you. I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. Miserino.
Okay, thank you, and thank you, board. So, Brad, again, welcome. Look forward to getting to know you as we all will. Robert Jr., Israel, Tanya, thank you too for joining us tonight. As President Wilson said, it's really wonderful to have the whole team here. I spent a lot of time at La Sierra, and it's an incredible place, incredible kids, incredible community, and boy, the graduation event really spoke to that. And even though certainly graduation wasn't what we hoped it would have been this year, given everything, boy, I tell you what, La Sierra, they made it into something special. The families were just absolutely incredible, and the staff did just a fabulous job of it. So I really think there's a lot of momentum, and it's just a good time to be an educator. There's so much opportunity right now with what we have been dealing with in the last few months. It's just exciting now to address some of these issues that are evident now in this entire education community. So it's a great chance for the La Sierra team and the Alvord Unified School District to continue to do some special things and hopefully carve out some paths for those who will follow us as well. So welcome, Brad. Thank you, Israel, Ravi, and Tanya for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Woo! All right, with that, we're going to go on with the board meeting. And we're going to go to, let's see, 10B1. Adopt Resolution 52, resolution order, consolidate governing board member biannual election. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Oh, there you go. Are there any questions? All right, with no questions, I'm going to do a roll call. Ms. Marino.
Marino, aye.
Mr. Schwann.
Aye.
Ms. Vega.
Aye.
Dr. Dorado.
Aye.
And Wilson, aye. Okay, we're going to go to business services, 10C1, budget stabilization plan fiscal year. Are there any questions? Oh, no. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. Are there any questions?
President Wilson, before you move on, I'd like to make a correction and amendment to the documentation.
Thank you.
On the budget stabilization plan, I would like to amend it in 2 ways. On page 2, item 8R, the position control number in parentheses should read 1-223-002.
Okay.
On item S, the numbers in parentheses, position control number should read 1-195-046. And I would like to eliminate the next to the last bullet in the bottom of the document, the item that says establish a 7-Eleven committee to study the feasibility of repurposing district sites.
Okay. Are those the 2 amendments?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. You know what I think we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go back and take back the motion and the first. So take back the motion and the first real quickly. The second motion.
I take back the motion.
Okay, there you go. They're both okay. So now I'm going to ask for a motion with the 2 amendments to the item budget stabilization plan. So do I have a motion? Thank you, Robert. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Lizette. And I'm going to ask for any questions. With no questions, I'm going to ask for a vote. Mr. Schwann.
Aye.
Ms. Vega.
Aye.
Ms. Marino.
Aye.
Ms. Dorado. Aye. Dr. Dorado, sorry about that. And Wilson, aye. Okay, thank you very much, board. Thank you very much. We're going to go to 10D. 1, review proposed revisions to board policy and administrative regulations. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
So moved.
Thank you. I have my first and second. Are there any questions on this? Okay. We are going to wait. Yeah, I should have done it again. I'm going to take back the motions, guys. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. I'm going.
I take back my motion.
You know what? I don't need to. I'm
Okay,
going to ask.
don't take it back.
Thanks, honey. Are there any questions to these? Any questions? No. Okay. With that, thanks, Julie.
Just appreciation for it coming and all the hard work that went into getting us right. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We will pass that along to Sandy and Julie because they really have worked very hard. With that, I'm going to waive the second reading and I'm going to call for a vote since there are no questions. All right. And Ms. Marino.
Marino, aye.
Mr. Schwann.
Aye.
Vega.
Aye.
Dorado. Aye. And Wilson, aye. All right, we are now at the personnel order, and I believe we have an amendment on that.
Correct, Madam President. There are 2 corrections on
Okay.
the reassignment page. Eric Bursky is going to Norte Vista High School, not Hillcrest.
Okay.
And on Georgina Ramirez's appointment, it is not under the Student Services Department. It'll be under the Educational Services Department.
Okay. All right, duly noted. And so now with the corrections to the personnel order number 17, I'm going to ask for a motion, please.
So moved.
Okay, there's your first and second. Are there any questions? Okay, with that, we'll go to a vote. Ms. Marino?
Marino, I.
Mr. Schwann,
Aye.
Vega,
Aye.
Dorado,
Aye.
and Wilson, aye. Okay, thank you very much, Bob, for those corrections. 10E2, approve revised managed salary schedule. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second? I need a second, gang, before it failed. Thank you. Thank you. And then, are there any questions? Okay. I'm going to move for a vote. Marino,
Marino, I.
Schwann,
Aye.
Vega,
Aye.
Dorado,
Aye.
and Wilson is aye. Okay, now I'm going to conduct a public hearing. Proposed tentative agreement between Albert Unified School District and California School Employees Association and its Chapter 339 CSEA for the 2018-2019 school year and 2019-2020 school year. So I have to go back to read the governor's thing. So as authorized by Governor Newsom's Executive Order N2920, dated March 17, 2020, the Albert Unified School District will conduct all meetings of the governing board via teleconference until further notice. The meeting will be live streamed via your YouTube channel. Pursuant to Executive Order N2029, the governing board will take public comment. All public comment must have been submitted in writing in advance to this meeting by sending it to superintendent@albertschools.org no later than 9 a.m. on June 11, 2020. During the governing school board meeting, written public comments received in timely manner will be read to the governing board pursuant to board policy 9323. Public comment period will be limited to 20 minutes speaking time. Duplicate public comments will not be read, during the meeting. However, all written public comments will be provided to the governing board in advance of the meeting. So at this time, I'm going to ask Dr. Muzzarino, did we receive any public comment regarding this public hearing?
We did not, Madam President.
Okay. All right. And with that, I'm going to close the hearing session and go into the item. All right. Okay. 10E4. Accept the tentative agreement proposal between Albert Unified School District and California Schools Employee Association and its Chapter 339 CSEA for the 2018-2019 school year and 2019-2020 school year. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, I have a first and a second. Are there any questions? Okay, with that, I'm going to go to roll call. Ms. Marino,
Marino, I.
Mr. Schwann,
Aye.
Ms. Vega,
Aye.
Dr. Dorado,
Aye.
and Ms. Wilson, aye. Okay, and then we're going to go to 10E5, and I believe there's a correction.
Yes, there is a correction on one of the titles of the position. The title that was written on this action item was maintenance worker mechanic. The correct title on the job description is maintenance worker 3-auto general maintenance. That is the accurate title for the vacant position.
Okay, thank you very much. What we're going to 10E5, adopt resolution number 53, eliminate 14 classified positions with the correction. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Mr. Schwann,
Aye.
Ms. Vega,
Aye.
Ms. Marino,
Marino, I.
Dr. Dorado,
Aye.
and Wilson, aye. All right. 10E6, adopt resolution number 54, elimination of one classified management position. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. Are there any questions? No questions. We'll move to vote. Ms. Marino,
Marino, I.
Mr. Swan,
Aye.
Ms. Vega,
Aye.
Dr. Dorado,
Aye.
and Wilson, aye. We'll go on to 10E7. Adopt Resolution 55, eliminate of 2 certificated positions. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Alrighty. And are there any questions with this item? With none being, we'll call for a vote. Ms. Marino,
Marino, aye.
Mr. Schwandt,
Aye.
Ms. Vega,
Aye.
Ms. Dorado, Dr. Dorado,
Aye.
and Ms. Wilson is an aye. Alrighty. And guess what, gang? With that, we are going to adjourn this board meeting at,
Carolyn, you want me
Yeah.
to tell my joke before we leave?
please tell your joke.
15 seconds.
You can have 15 seconds. Did we-
Where does Captain Hook go to get his hook replaced?
Where?
The second-hand store.
Oh, geez.
Oh my God.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Oh, that's cute.
All right. Okay, guys, I think you know what? I did miss something, so we're going to have to just go back and I'm not going to read it again, but we're just going to need to go back and make a motion for 10E3 for the hearing session. I needed to make a motion. So, is that true, Alan? Do I need to make a motion for that?
You needed to make a motion to start it, then you needed to make a motion to close it, and then the actual item. So I think you did that, unless I'm mistaken. Annabelle and or Myra, did you?
Myra's asking if I did it.
I believe you did.
I'm not sure it was closed.
She
No, I
did
closed
open it. She did
I did.
open it, but did not close. That's
Okay,
the only thing.
right,
Well,
you need-
I didn't take a vote to close it. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, okay, then do
Okay.
that.
I'm going to ask for, because I did say with that, I'm going to close it and go to the, but I should have been, okay. So I need a motion to close.
So move.
I have a second? I'll second. Thank you. Okay. Ms. Marino,
Marino, aye.
Mr. Schwandt,
Aye.
Ms. Vega,
Aye.
Dr. Dorado, aye, and Ms. Wilson, aye. This is why we have Myra. There we go.
Yay.
Yay, Myra, you rock. All right. Well, I appreciate that so much. So, and I appreciate your secondhand store.
It's a good joke.
Good joke. That was
That
a good
was
one.
a good one.
So, all right, gang. Well, that was a pretty exciting night, having the entire La Sierra team with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure was. And the students to start and the La Sierra team to end was perfect, without a
Wow.
doubt. So,
It was a good board meeting. So,
yeah. And let me just say, during that time, Dr. Presby, Dr. Kemp, really the team that did the recruiting and the searching and the interviewing process and got the team together to make all those great choices, bring it upon really the new team, including a couple new hires. So kudos to both of you as well, and thank you for that effort. And I think we really are putting together this incredible management team.
absolutely. Absolutely. Only thing I'm looking up. Absolutely. I'm excited. So everybody, thank you so much for this evening. It was a great board meeting, exciting for La Sierra. So that makes me very, very happy. So with that, I'm going to say meeting adjourned at 7:27. All right.
Okay, bye
Bye,
everyone.
have a nice
Thank
weekend.
you. Thank you all.
See
Be
you on
well.
Monday, 4 o'clock.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.